Welcome in, come meet my Bristol bro. Anything from this to that, my Bristol bro. So nice to introduce my Bristol bro. Anyone from him to her, my Bristol bro. Work with these hands, you see this hard form. Say with your chest, my pen is hardcore. Even at my desk, feel like a star-lord. And it shows how much we give it all for. Now it's time to give them all an encore. Till it's back to the drawing board. Welcome in, come meet my Bristol bro. Anything from this to that, my Bristol bro. So nice to introduce my Bristol bro. Anyone from him to her, my Bristol bro.
I think we need more bird noises at the end.
Boy. Jesus.
What? We're gonna have to give my guy a hard time next time I talk to him. I think he's been off of the IG though. I haven't seen him on there. Dan Ferrugia. I know I'm gonna butcher that, but you're gonna be on the podcast soon and tell me how to say it right, Dan. I'm gonna say Dan Ferrugia Art is in here first, or at least he's the first to comment. What's up, Dan? Welcome in. Sam, we've been on hiatus for a couple of weeks because you've been out playing at the con, working, putting the boots to the street. Oh, he said I nailed it. Look at that.
Hey.
Thank you, Dan. Look at that. Sam, Heroes Con, I was jealous seeing all of the fun you were having. We got Zoe Leon. What's up, Zoe? You were like grinding, con tabling, and making networking connections, developing new friendships.
Yeah.
It had to be like a whirlwind, man.
It was. It honestly, the weekend was like extremely busy just in terms of just trying to get everything done. On the downside of everything, it's like I don't think a lot of us in terms of like the lower mid-level, however you want to categorize us at, really made any money, especially on the side of the building that we were on.
Yeah.
Because if our Herald's Con is kind of designed in that convention center, it's a cavernous building.
Gotcha.
And like one side of the building, it's all like your JRs and your Scotty Youngs and so on and so forth. And then slow as you go across the building, it's like lesser and lesser. And once you get to our side, it's like we're with vendors and Chotsky sellers. And so it's like by day 3, people end up making it to your side of the building, but it's like they're all walking around like zombies and penniless.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it has to be tough, especially when there's like a lot of, because I was surprised. I didn't realize how many big name creators, like S tier creators, were going to be in the house there. So that's that had to be tough depending on where you're positioned in there, right? Like,
yeah, it is. But at the same time, like the dude that was sitting beside me, Andrew Lee Griffith, he's been on, Transformers and Power Rangers and so on and so forth, like big IDW guy. And he had people come into his table, and even he was like, this is the first year that like it feels like this side of the building is like real slow. So, and he's like, I've been over here for like 6 years in a row, and this is like the first year where it feels like it's kind of come back a little bit. But the attendance was up in the building, and I just think that's because, they had their Scotty Youngs and so on and so forth. Brett Beam was there, so it's like literally all of the top guys were all there. Scott Snyder and Dragata and all
right.
So
if this isn't a friend of yours, you might want to boot him off your deal. It won't let me because it's one of your fans, Sam.
Bye. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we got Brandon Paul in here too. He says, "What's up, boys? Boy." We got Dan Goodwin in here. Everybody's in here tonight. Dan's going to be on here with us next week too.
Yes, sir.
Now, as far as attendees that you were excited to see at the con? Who all did you get to catch up with? I know you got to see our buddy Connor, and you got to hang out with Dandy Dawn and all that stuff. So was there anybody else new that you met that you hadn't got to catch up with?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Connor, and I met Connor actually through your podcast when he was on your show. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this dude's legit.
You're like, I identify with this guy. I got to reach out to him. Yeah.
Yeah. So me and him were talking from there. And then I knew Zoe through Ink Pulp. She was one of the first, if not the first, portfolio review. It might have been her or Brandon Paul, one of the two.
Okay.
Like they're both like one of the first two. And I was watching those pretty much religiously. And once I saw Brandon's work, I was like, holy shit. So then, I became friends with him and obviously done work with him. And he's hanging out here in the chat. And same thing with Zoe. Me and her were just chatting back and forth on Discord and whatnot. So I finally got to meet her. And coincidentally, she knows Connor. They're both from the same place. They're both,
there you go.
Like, now we're all three peas in a pod. So
now, is she on Helldivers as well, or is it just you and Connor on there?
Yeah, just me and Connor, but it's up for debate if her partner, I guess, might play with us at some point.
Oh, there you go.
So
she says she thinks Brandon was first.
Gotcha.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, besides that though, once we start looking through some of the books that I have, I did meet quite a few people, just in terms of coming by my table and asking if they want to trade comic books, and me walking around with comic books and trading with people, and literally just like people I've never seen a day before in my life, and just walking up with comic books and being like, "You want to do a trade?" And that's just literally how the conversation started.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's old school stuff, man.
Were there a lot of other indie creators there as well?
Yeah, I mean, I would say a vast majority of that convention is nothing but indie people, to be honest with you. I mean, like there are your Jim Starlins and your Scotty Youngs and so on and so forth that do more mainstream stuff, but I would say like 75% of the con is like indie creators, even if you like Image and your IDWs and things like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now, as far as stuff you're willing to talk about, I mean, connections were made, but there are things that you might not want to divulge right now, but safe to say that you got some more big time work coming out in the future, right?
Yeah, and I mean it's something that we're necessarily allowed to talk about, just not like the actual project itself and sharing like deeper details with it. But yeah, working on a project with Cosmic Lion.
Nice.
Yeah, Eli and somebody else had approached me and asked if I wanted to take part in some projects with them going forward, and got Connor and Zoe and a couple other people involved with it as well. So it's like I said, it's like I met Connor and Zoe at the con and saw it's like, oh, these motherfuckers are as serious as I am about it, because it's like, how I am, dude. It's like I live and breathe comics.
Yeah.
And so do they. And it's like we're all cut from the same cloth, all from the Ink Pulp community and everything like that. So hustlers out here in the street, man. So it's like all of our hard work has definitely paid off, even though we didn't make a ton of money at the convention. But just like the networking and us being friends and everything like that has really carried through to the point to where it's like we're even making comic books together now to a point.
Yeah. And I feel like that's honestly, like, in a way more valuable. Like, it's nice to make money, but those connections and friendships are invaluable aspects of it. So the con experience, like, it's a trade-off. Sometimes you don't always make the financial gains, but maybe those financial gains come down the road too. It comes back around.
Yeah, and like, to be honest with you, this is the very first con I've ever done where like I lost money. Yeah. So it's like it's very rare that I do cons and I don't make money, but To be fair, it's like it also was a 3-day convention, so you're doing a hotel for 3 days and traveling, 8 states over, and
Yeah.
food for 3 days and all that kind of stuff. So it's like all of that ends up adding up, and it's like inevitably you're probably end up losing money unless you make like $1,000 there to begin with. So
Yeah. And being in typical Sam fashion, you hammered the trip in like 2 16-hour chunks, right? 16 hours on the way there, 16, you just bombed straight through on the way back too.
yeah, Allison was like, "Please let me drive." I was like, "No." Literally drove it the entire way by myself. Yeah.
Got to get home and make more comics.
Literally, dude. Yeah, it's like it sounds like I don't know, like I'm a crackhead or something. When I was driving, it's like I just had my comics brain just kind of going. It's like I time traveled. It's like
Yeah.
the drive didn't even happen.
Meanwhile, she's white knuckling it, holding on for dear life. Got our buddy Collecting History in here with us. What's up, Collecting History? Well, that's cool, man. Like, I have secondhand excitement for you from all of this stuff. It's really neat. Now, Eli was there then? You got to connect with Eli and hang out a little bit?
Yeah, went over and talked to Eli a bunch of times, and I actually had just popped into he was running a stream yesterday. Got one of his artists is putting out a new book, and I popped into their stream yesterday, and I was telling you I already sent them a pitch package for what they wanted to work on. They already accepted it.
Sweet.
And he straight up was like, what you sent me was like the most professional thing I've ever seen on the planet. And he's like, I need to get with you to like teach me some things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other person that's involved with the project told me the same thing as well. So it's just like a little bit of a confidence booster. That's
Set
all.
the standard, Sam.
Yeah,
You're going to be coming to you or their templates of how they want people to pitch stuff to them.
Oops.
Oops.
Sorry, folks.
Making more work for people, Sam. Showing them how it's done. Well, that's great, man. So in this experience, like, did you get to go around and pick up some books or pick up some art from other creators? I know we're going to see some stuff, but I saw, you got to get that Brett Bean piece and some other stuff. Were there some creators there that you didn't really know beforehand that you got to discover their work?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like comic book wise, not anybody that I bought art from, but certainly that I got comics from. And when we flip through these comics, we'll definitely talk about that.
Look, our buddy Connor's here. He's off of Helldivers long enough to come and visit with us. What's up, Connor?
He's got war bonds to level up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dan Goodwin wants to know, did you go to any drink or draw type events, or were you just sitting there at your booth the whole time?
Yeah, so the first night they had a drink and draw, and I did not end up going to that. I was out to dinner with Don that night. And then he ended up going to it afterwards, but I was like, going back to the hotel room, I'm done. But I know that he had gone over there. I think Zoe and Connor did the drink and draw.
Nice.
But the night after, it's like me, Zoe, Connor, Don, and Dan Goldman. We all went to dinner, and we went to the art auction. And,
Vic, that might be the impression that Sam gives, but this guy is a workhorse. He eats, sleeps, and breathes comics. I'm not surprised that he didn't make it to the drink and draw. He was probably so emotionally drained from putting himself out there at the con all day, every day. He said you just went to drink and drink, not drink and draw. As Connor says, Zoe went, we were a bit late, but it was super fun painting next to buddies. That's great.
Yeah, Max, I saw a bunch
Max
of cool
Underwood's
pieces
in here. What's up, Max?
Hey.
Max is a up and coming young artist who's really putting in a lot of work here lately. He hangs out on the Uncanny Artman streams and talks a little bit with us. He is receptive to us brutally critiquing him, and he takes every bit of it and works on it. It's really cool to see. He doesn't get upset, at good critiques. He's putting in the work. Says he's just drawing and listening. That's awesome, Max. Well, Sam, I got to see this stuff you got because I know there's no shortage of it. You want to get
Um,
your cam switched over,
so
or
the
how are we going to do this?
first blow me up because I have like 2 different things I gotta show that
All
won't
right.
fit on my desk,
I'm going to
and then I'll
enlarge
put my
you.
camera
Are you
down.
ready?
Yeah.
Maximizing Sam in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh,
Boom.
maximize me. There we
There
go.
he is.
Yeah. Um, so first things first, pay attention to my social medias here in the next couple of days. I took a film camera with me, a 35 millimeter. I'm going to be posting those once those get developed. The local places just taking their sweet ass time getting me filmed. So be patient and I'll
They
get
they
scans
probably
and
had to
actually
train somebody how to do it, Sam. It's like who's
maybe.
doing 35 mil these days?
But once I get my photos scanned, I'll post them up on my Instagram or something.
Oh,
But
look at
one of the
that.
people that I did get photos of and meet with good old JR. So his son actually puts some of his artwork up. So this is on a canvas.
Oh, I love it.
And yeah, got a signature down there.
Props to JR, the subject of controversy here recently.
Oh, why is that?
Oh, you're out of the loop, Sam.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah, he did a cover for that Amazing Spider-Man 1000, and then they supposedly pulled it, but it's a whole thing. We don't need to get into it. Oh, look at that.
All right. So then I bought this before Heroes Con even started. I was sitting in the hotel room and I've had this on my list of things for a while. Hold on a second so I can get this to focus. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
And yeah, so like probably like 2 years now, this has been on my list, and Dan has been, or not Dan, but Dave has been looking for this for me for a while. So this is Takao Saito works. He's probably my favorite manga artist, and this is basically like his artist edition is the best way to look at this.
Right.
Yeah, and like Dave is like Japan Book Hunter has it, you might snatch it up. So like I hopped on his website and got it like right away. But dude, like just if I can get this to hold up here, just look at this.
Oh yeah.
Just
Sick stuff.
yeah, insane stuff for the vertical there. Yeah, he's by far my favorite manga artist. Like I don't even know how else you describe this dude's work. It's so good, dude. Like look at that.
Prolific.
Um
What is
yeah,
he best known for?
probably this series, Golgo 13.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, so there was a animated cartoon that came out in like the mid 90s called Golgo the Professional, and they put out an NES game with it at the same time when the movie
Yeah.
had come out. So it got a little bit of popularity like in the mid 90s, and then it kind of went away here in America. But in Japan, this is the longest running manga still to this day. And I
Okay.
think One Piece, I think, is like technically like the longest running like worldwide, but
Right.
this started in the 60s.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, this dude died, and they're still making his comic books.
That's impressive.
what I
That's
mean?
gonna
Yeah,
be you, Sam.
I
That's
hope
gonna
so.
be you. You're gonna keep. It's gonna keep coming out.
Besides that, though, I do have the rest of my stack, so I just got to flip my camera around.
Sweet.
so if
No
you
worries.
wanna
I'll take you
minimize
off the
me.
big screen.
Yeah.
I'll catch up on the. You want you to throw? I'll throw you backstage here real quick so you can do that. Boom. All right, guys, you stuck with me for a moment. Oh, Max. Yeah, I have several of the Kim Jung-gi books. I actually got to meet him in person at San Diego Comic-Con in 2016, and honored that I got to do that and got to actually watch him draw live. And he did a drawing inside of one of the art books for me, and I got to watch him do that. Really, really a cherished memory now that we lost him way too soon, you know. Such a master. Yeah, Connor, definitely. Max, yeah, definitely a once in a lifetime experience for sure. All right, looks like Sam is back. I'm bringing him back onto the stage here. Gonna supersize him now. I
Ooh.
maximized him last time. Now I'm supersizing him. There we go.
All right, so this is some stuff that I actually picked up today. I'm just going to show it off here real quick. I was down in Oshkosh with a girlfriend for her birthday.
Happy
this is all
birthday to her.
Yeah, and this is all stuff that I pulled out of a 50% off bin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Some
so
fines.
yeah, dude, they were fines actually. So it's like new Lone Wolf and Cub. I mean,
Can't
what
go
else can
wrong
you
with
say about
that.
this? Yeah, exactly. It's Frank Miller's favorite book, I think is what he had always said, in terms of the original.
Yep.
And this is the same creator. Beautiful stuff. I mean, look at that, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's
Miller.
inspired so many different comics in modern times too.
And then this is Palookaville. I'm sure this is probably something you're not familiar with.
Correct.
But this is a cartoonist, and he just goes by Seth.
Okay.
Just very, this style of comic. I really don't know
Yep.
how else you would describe it. Just kind of monochrome, very cartoony. But they are basically biography comics, I guess,
okay.
autobiographical comics. They're very heightened and exaggerated, but that's what they kind of are, though. So
Connor, no doubt, he's referring to what I said about Lone Wolf and Cub. He says Mandalorian ain't shit without it. Yep, that's the formula right there. And Saboteur Comics says that 2-color books are so nice. Yeah, that was definitely cool. Got the Magic Whistle.
Yeah, so this is what's his name? Jim Henderson, I think is what his name is. I can't remember what his name is, but he's one of the main writers of the SpongeBob, which I thought was kind of funny that he stuck it back there in the main of his comics. Because this is from 2001, and you can probably guess some of this stuff I can't show because of the subject matter, but just looking at his artwork, him and Johnny Ryan are like BFFs.
Yeah, never would have guessed.
So yeah, good stuff. They actually gave this to me for free because this thing back here, they're trying to scan it. It wouldn't even scan. There was like, just give it to them. So can't complain about that. Free comics. This is a local guy. Apparently, this came out like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've never seen it before. And this is the only comic he's ever done. I actually reached out to him today, and I'm waiting for him to email me back.
I was gonna say, did you reach out to him?
But it's like a X-Force knockoff. Basically.
Yeah,
dude, look at this. It's wild.
That's like a very Sean Gordon Murphy, Daniel Warren Johnson kind of vibes in that style. That's cool.
Yeah, this dude literally did one comic, and that was it.
Huh.
And this came out in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff too.
Yeah. Got to find out what happened to this guy.
No idea, but like I said, I emailed him, so we'll see if he actually emails back. But yeah, apparently he's local here.
Did you check to see if he's on IG?
I did, and he's not.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Murphy is the GOAT. Yeah, he's up there.
This was in the 50% off bin for whatever reason, which just blows my mind. So I mean, Panic was an EC thing. I would say that this was kind of their version of Mad, essentially.
Connor said he made a comic. That's what happened. Yeah. Michael Gardner says the Magic Whistle is his porn name. I'm gonna take your word for it, Michael.
And then I got some Don Simpson goodness here.
Dandy Don.
Yes, sir. So this is Don Simpson, Mike Kasla, Pete Poplaski, and Eric Vincent. Pete Poplaski, I know he did a lot of things. He's also from here in the area. Actually, he's an Oshkosh guy. He colors all of Don's comics. So whenever you see this guy's name and Don's comics are colored, odds are that Pete probably did it.
Yeah.
He met Pete when he was working at Kitchen Sink. So, but this is a really cool comic because it doesn't really look like Don's artwork.
No, it's very different.
It's you can definitely tell the lettering's his because I mean that ain't gonna go away. But yeah, it's a very dark like comic and like the art's very like scratchy.
Yeah, the coloring's really interesting.
It's Judge Dredd knockoff.
Yep.
But yeah, this is a newer book. I think this thing came out like last year or the year before. If I can find there's a date on here anywhere. But yeah, Mike Kasla was the other cartoonist in here, and he did a boatload of the Ren and Stimpy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a couple years old. It came out in 21.
Oh wow.
But yeah, just cool stuff.
It's funny because it kind of looks like something that came out in the 80s with the way it's colored and everything.
Yeah. It's
cool.
Yeah, this is a Fantagraphics book, and they only print it in treasury size, and it's a floppy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird book.
For sure.
And then for my pizza posse out there.
Oh yeah, Megaton Man.
Some more Megaton Man. I told both Connor and Zoe that I was going to be hooking them up with a package, and I got you guys some books. So here's a spoiler for you guys. You got a complete Megaton Man coming to you.
Very cool.
Thick, dude. Look at this thing.
Holy cow! Now, is this the one that he was having the Kickstarter or had the Kickstarter for recently?
So he did a Kickstarter for this last year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The dude, he has 4 of these volumes, and look how big this thing is.
Connor says, "Oh shit, you're the best."
600 pages.
And Zoe says, "Oh, thank you." That's awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. I listen, it's like James, like you're well aware, it's like how much I love Don's cartooning, and he's obviously a friend of mine. It's like if I can share my love of Don's comics with anybody else, it's like I'm going to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was such a good time when we had him on here too.
Yes, and he is going to come back on here shortly because I've been hounding him about getting on Instagram again. If you guys have noticed, he's been posting on Instagram the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And he's got another book coming out here soon. So
yeah, we got to spread the word.
Well, I guess let's go ahead and grab this stuff here.
I had a feeling there would be no shortage of cool stuff.
Dude, I have a fat stack of books. Like we're honestly gonna have to hustle up because we're only half hour left.
Yep.
So this is one of the Pizza Posse crew, Dan Goldman. Incredible cartoonist. This book was nominated for an Eisner. Dude, I don't even know what to even say about this. It's like his design is incredible. Like, look at this.
Wow. Before we get too deep into that, you got to tell me, how'd the Pizza Posse come to be? The name and what's the concept? Is this just the hangout group of you and Connor and all those guys?
Yeah, so it's Connor, Zoe, Don, Dan Goldman, and myself, and yeah, it's just kind of like a group of people that we kind of had because we went out to dinner together, and Don gave us I guess like a workshop. I don't know, on comics.
I'm assuming you went out for pizza.
Yeah, we went out for pizza, and Pizza Posse was born. And like I said, we have a comic in the works, so that'll be out in like September. So keep an eye out for that. So this is the like ash can, I guess, for like the second season.
Okay.
This is the book that got nominated for an Eisner.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is a big boy, dude.
Nice spot gloss on the cover there.
He is a master at design. Like, if you guys don't know Dan's work, like, you honestly need to go check him out. Lot of Fumetti, and it's like over digital, but like it's kind of like this weird, like
using some photographs in there, right?
Yeah, it's like this weird, like cheap lo-fi 90s, like Toy Story 1 aesthetic.
Yeah.
I don't know how else you describe it.
That's interesting.
But dude, it's his design is just incredible. Kaiju Story Lab is his thing, and there's his QR code if you guys want to scan that. Go to his website.
There we go. Real quick, Connor says, I have no idea how I missed his work. And we do have a question for you regarding Heroes from Max. He says, what do you recommend bringing for boothing next year if he were to have a booth at Heroes?
To be honest with you, I'm against it personally because I don't do a lot of it. But if you make fan art, I would take some fan art with you.
Okay.
That seems to be pretty popular for a lot of people, just in terms of like, going in there and getting their absolute Batman commissions and whatever.
Can't go wrong with that, right? Whatever the new hotness is, your dorks, your absolute Batmans. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that was Dan's stuff. And then shameless plug real quick. Hey folks, White Line Deadline Part 2 is up on Kickstarter right now. We're at 110%. We got 8 days left to go, so we're about a week left.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the status on that because it got fully backed fairly quickly.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 days in.
Over 110% now.
It's sitting at 110 currently. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, let's go ahead and do this. I know I showed this off on the Saturday stream or Sunday stream, but
Oh yeah,
again,
you got to cover the biddies.
yeah, good old Zoe. Of course, I grabbed the one with biddies. Her and I did an art trade.
Nice.
Yeah, Zoe Ladon over at IG and everywhere else. Incredible cartoonist. You know, obviously she's a friend of mine, but just as you can see, it's like very European manga.
Yeah, it's
art.
a really cool blend of those styles.
And then as well, we got some of her comics here.
And is it safe to say that Zoe will join us on here one day?
So I've been hounding these Connor and Zoe about getting on here. So we'll see.
All right, we'll keep working on them then.
Maybe when a Pizza Posse or something comes out, you know, get the whole crew on here.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah, this was issue 1 of the thing. Just
I like your style, Zoe. I love the page layouts.
And this is one of the situations where it's like, you know, this is pretty good, and then you go look at issue 2, right?
Oh yeah, the progression, right?
And it's like, oh shit, yeah. You see the jump, yeah. Happens to all of us.
Hey, Connor says he's ready whenever.
Hey,
and Zoe says hopefully by then I'll have a camera and a mic. Yeah, that would be helpful. Yeah, that's definitely a huge jump in progression there.
Yeah. But yeah, we're all 3 of us are kind of holding each other accountable in different ways. So Connor and I just got to stay on her ass about making comics. So keep making comics, Zoe.
Definitely.
All right.
Very cool stuff. Yeah, Dan Goodwin says cool stuff. I agree.
Yeah, let's
Michael
go ahead.
Gardner says very cool.
Boom, and then jump into the Madman here.
The Madman.
The next to the Pizza Posse. So here's the piece that me and him did trades on.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah. I was telling him, I was like, I think Powerpuff Girls is probably like my favorite cartoon just in general. He had this Mojo Jojo, and then he took the Miss Schwartz page. So he is the proud owner of the Miss Schwartz on the walker.
There you go. Yeah, I love Connor's style, man.
Yeah, dude could draw his ass off, dude. Very much like Rocketeer style is what I'm seeing here. But yeah, this is a comic that I guess he's spitballing around right now.
Nice.
And just some sticker packs from him.
He says, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm jealous that you got his sketchbook.
Dude, just like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Love the colors.
And it's like every style, which is kind of annoying.
That's the thing, right? Like he can do it all. Yeah,
he's like a Jim Rugg. He's like an ATV.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Connor, that would be awesome, man. I'm happy to support though. Happy to buy it. Appreciate you.
Is it like some like ink wash stuff going on here?
Yeah, it's funny because you can't pin down like just one look, you know. He has like so many different styles.
And to be honest with you, that's a good thing. And Sean had even
100%.
That. He's like, I can't pin down like what your thing is either. And he's like, and that's a good thing because it's like,
yeah,
versatility. When they think about your comics, it's a Sam comic, you know.
Yep. So versatility is great.
Same thing, dude. Yeah, just versatility is out the ass. Oh, this is cool. I didn't see that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it definitely has a lot of like Bisley Mahfood energy.
Yeah, yeah. But even some of it, like definitely some of it almost has like that Nick Patera, like Mobius kind of look to it. Frank Quietly, like all sorts of stuff blended together.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, probably gonna offend some
Darby.
people in here, but this is just forewarning, folks. This is a Trump bootleg, and I mean, if you're associating with us here, I think you already know how we roll. So I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, look at this, dude.
That's cool.
It's insane stuff.
Yeah, when Connor was on, we were chatting about this. It's got a lot of funny stuff in it. He said, "You are." I think I nailed all of his influences, Sam. He says, "You are correct. You are also correct."
All right. And then somebody else that we're gonna have on the show here shortly, Andrew Lee Griffith, that has had a card of his. But he was been on Transformers for an eternity, and he also has his own
Oh,
creator own
sweet.
thing that's gonna be coming out here soon. So
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how did I know you made up some Bristol Bros cards before you went? Did you
yeah,
give out quite a few of those?
I made 100 of them, and I give out like 50 probably.
Sick.
So, um, and then I guess another friend of the show, Marty Keene, underground current legend, I guess. I don't know how else you want to describe him, but he's probably the top dog of the game. Dude is super prolific, just the amount of comics that he puts out. It's like
Right.
insane, actually. Like this dude puts out like 20 comics in a year. It's like I thought I was hot shit putting out 7 comics last year,
You're
and it's
gonna
like
have to
no.
up it.
Yeah, it's like no. I even asked him, I was like, dude, like, how are you getting so many comics done? And he was straight up like, you write your comics and make thumbnails and all that. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I don't do that. He's like, I just wing it.
Straight to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
just
is like,
cut out
dude,
steps.
look at this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. And I've done pinups for him before in the past. So if you guys have any of Marty's books, I'm sure you might have some of my stuff in there too. But yeah, good old Marty Keene, me and him did some book trades.
He says, Mark says, was he serious about doing something with Bisley, or was that a joke?
Oh no, he's being serious.
There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here. Connor says he nailed the pitch at Heroes Con, quote unquote. We try to outdumb the dumb, but then the dumb outdumbed us. True.
And
Day
then
by day, I'm more and more convinced we're in a simulation, throwing us weird shit to react to.
Yeah.
Dino Future Kid.
Yep. So this is another friend of the show. This is Josh Lewis. I met Josh through SVS. He was taking the same course that I was last year. He came from Jake Parker's side of the business, as you can probably tell by his art. And he was actually going to do a cover for White Line for me, and then we decided to shelf that and have him do something else. And
seeing some Scotty Young and Brett Bean kind of influenced in that style a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, Jake Parker is definitely up there for him and his influences.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does incredible art, and he had a really cool Thor in the auction at Heroes Con, and it went for quite a bit of money. So
speaking of, we got to shout our boy Dave out winning that Daniel Warren Johnson piece.
Oh yeah, and he got a Jeremy Heiler piece.
Yeah.
Too, and, yeah.
Dave was slanging the money around that night. Yeah, that's really cool.
And then same thing with just his progression is like drawing backgrounds now, and yeah,
big jump on that one.
Yeah, he's a super good dude. So like, make sure you guys go out and support him, because he's a hardworking ass dude. He's got kids and a family, and he's also in a wheelchair. He's paralyzed, so it's like,
okay,
go and support him, because like,
yeah, Connor, Dave won that Samurai Wolverine DWJ piece. I think he won it for $5,000. It's a big piece too.
I'm not too sure. I guess it is Hannah Smith. I'm not too sure. I didn't meet this person.
Okay.
Allison actually got this for me. She's like, I saw this at somebody's booth and it looked like something you would like, so she grabbed it for me. Yeah, it's another one spot sort of a comic, but yeah, dude, look at it. It's
love that.
super cool.
Yeah, that color scheme. I'm digging that.
Yeah, she's like, "Pink's your thing," so it's like, "Yep,
There you go.
yeah." So, why
Might be
not?
another one to reach out to.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely can send her something.
Hey, Yev. He says, "How's it going, Bristol Bros?"
The homie.
It's going good, Yev. How are you doing tonight?
And then boom, we got some Raymar Brunson.
Oh, I was going to ask you, did you get to catch up with Raymar at all? It looked like he was all over the place at the con.
Yeah, went over and we traded some comics and
Sweet.
gave him the new Bristol Bros thing so he can come on and everything.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
another one I've been meaning to reach out to about getting on here.
But I'm sure everybody here probably knows Raymar's work. I mean,
yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah. Dude, just look at this.
Yeah.
Nuts. But yeah, good old Raymar. So shout out.
Yeah, he's doing big things too.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Cosmic Lion again.
Yep.
Eli Schwab and the homies.
Another friend of the show, Mr. Guy Dorian Sr. is in the chat. What's up, Guy?
This is something that Eli had given to me. So obviously I'm into old school hip hop, and this is a zine that they made of just old vintage hip hop posters.
Oh, cool.
So for you, this is Vaughn Baudet, if you remember him from
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he is big into hip hop culture and graffiti culture. This is him. So
sweet.
Underground comics coming over into the hip hop
crossing world. Over, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep, little thing that Eli gave to me there, and he drew a little wiener apparently right there. So okay.
There you go. From reference. All right.
So this is from the Coates brothers, dude. Have you ever seen this?
I have seen I have seen their work. Yeah, I recognize that style.
This thing is wild.
Now, it's funny how you'll see something and kind of go like, I'm now kind of seeing. I see some Don Simpson in there, but I also see like that potentially Trad Moore was inspired by this at some point.
So the Coates brothers made this book and just out of nowhere and sent it to kayfabe because Stardust is one of those characters that's like in the public domain because he's been around for so long.
Right.
So you can just do whatever you want with him. They were like, we're gonna make a batshit crazy comic and do it on newsprint. This is on newsprint.
Love the tiny little hands.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But dude, yeah, this comic makes no sense. So like obviously it's like you're like, look at this. What is this?
Wow.
So funny. But yeah, dude, it's Family Fun number 18. I'm pretty sure this is number 1 of 1. This is a kind of a gimmick thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, the Coates brothers are incredible cartoonists. So
that's really cool.
Got some more Cosmic Lion goodness here.
Dan wants to know who that is again. That last one.
Stardust. It's John and Josh Coates, the Coates brothers, Coats. If you go to they own Power Pulp.
Yeah, I see Michael says it kind of reminds him of Aeon Flux. Yeah, I can see that as well.
But yeah, this is Lion Cosmique. This is Cosmic Lion's anthology that they put out. So there's got a bunch of different people in here. Rick Lopez. Right there. Just a bunch of different artists.
Yeah, I was gonna say look at that. There's our buddy. Oh, that's cool. A lot of different it's got some black and white in there, some more modern looking colored stuff.
The best way I can describe this anthology is like heavy metal. It's just kind of like a variety of like everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this is number 2. Same series of anthology. I know that this cartoon is actually just put out their full book finally. Nice. And they debuted at Heroes Con. Yeah, cool stuff though.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so again, shout out to Eli and the crew there. And I also bought this from Eli. He had a Wu Krang.
Oh, there you go.
And I took this with me. So this was one of the bonuses if you got the multi-mentions anthology that Don did 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
You got the process zine for it too, and this was Cosmic Lion had put this out as a bonus add-on. So I took it with me to the con, had Don sign it for me. And then he's like, "Oh, there's a bunch of different artists in here." So he just started running around on the fucking show floor, getting people's signatures for me that were also there in this book.
That's cool.
One of the things though, Connor, that I was going to tell you is you should look up these two characters here, Lady Iron. Because I think these two are going to be up your alley. And then Eli, they're doing a little doodles for me. Yeah, dude. So just cool. You know, this is just a processing, like I was saying. So love this kind of stuff, obviously.
Yeah, I love process stuff.
All right. And this is one of the
Connor says he just saw Lady Iron for the first time last night. Dope.
Yeah. This is one of the new people that I had met when I was there. So I actually met the writer on this, Bobby Harper is his name. He came over to my booth with a stack of comics and he's like, "Hey, you want to do some trades?" And I looked up at this dude and like me and him essentially had the same outfit on, which is kind of funny. So we hit it off right away, and he's a big fan of Public Enemy. He scratched discs and dude writes comics, so it's like me and him hit it off right away. Yeah. Fun stuff, but yeah, this is issue number 8. So, and this is his comic his company, Black Key Comics, and there's like a bunch of different artists and stuff that he does writing for.
Yeah, I dig the art.
Yeah, it's just like a fun little it's like a Goonies-esque comic is how like it's like a kid's adventure. But it's a ton of fun though.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. But yeah, Black Key Comics. I mean, like I said, Bobby Harper is the writer on here, and then the artist, Dan Lauer. And I also met Dan there as well.
Well, that's why you like the art, Dan Goodwin, because it's a fellow Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Bobby and those dudes. I don't need to pull this out of the wrapper, but I did meet Bill Morrison. He was like sitting like 2 tables away from me, actually. Sweet. So I took my Bartman with me, and this is the metallic version. I mean, had him sign this, and I sweet talked him a little bit and got some deal on some art because I found out he was a Steve Rude fan.
Oh, there you go.
Played my Steve Rude card.
Played the card. Yeah, threw it down.
And then Michel Fife went over here and got my Copra number 1.
Oh yeah, we looked at this before.
Yeah,
or some of the work. Yeah.
Yep. So he's probably going to be on the show here soon as well. But yeah,
Guy says he loves that Bartman.
Yeah, dude, Bartman's sick.
And Dan says, "Oh, I've seen Dan's work. He's great."
But yeah, friend of the show, fellow kayfaber. I met him in Pittsburgh last year. Dug around with some comics with him, and Jim and Dave were at IDES at the same time, kind of digging around. So
another
shout out to Michelle.
Style.
Yeah, dude, love him. And then got my Dork One signed.
There you go.
Good old Brett Bean. This is like the 6th printing, I think.
Yeah, easily.
So
great book, fun book.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't care about that speculator shit. I'm here to look at the comics, you know what I'm saying? So
no, and it's a great comic, and I don't like that Brett got dragged through the mud with some of the accusations people were making as far as all of that crap. But he's a legit good dude, and got Klaus to sign and JRJR.
Yeah, so got Klaus and JRJR on here. They're both at the same convention. Klaus was charging like $35 for a fucking signature or something.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Guess he can do that.
Yep, so got those two, I guess.
Guy says this is a great haul. Yeah, Sam never skimps on picking up cool books.
And then I got my Beavis and Butthead number 1 signed by Rick.
There we go.
Yeah. He should be on the show as well. So
Connor says Brett was lovely when I met him at Denver. Yeah, he's super cool.
And then this is a comic that Rick Parker pitched to Marvel when he was doing the Beavis and Butthead comics.
Okay.
And I guess I really can't say, but let's just say that this is going to see the light of day officially.
There you go.
So he was literally just printed these out, and he's taking them to conventions, hoping that somebody will pick it up, and somebody did.
Nice.
So, you're probably wondering, why didn't Marvel grab this book? It's just underground Rick Parker stuff.
Yeah.
And there's underground stuff in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
So it's
not
like Marvel
typical
zero
mainstream. Yeah.
chance. Zero chance they're going to publish this.
Yeah.
But now it's going to see the light of day. But yeah, I got him to sign a copy of this, and Rick Parker, man, I love him.
Zoe says she almost cried in front of almost cried about the boy and the heron in front of Brett in Denver. Connor saw. And Connor says it's true. Brett understood. That's awesome. All right, we got about 10 minutes left, Sam.
Yeah, I got like 6-7 more comics here.
Sweet. 6, 7. Is that still a thing?
I guess so.
Scotty and Jorge Corona. I love his work. I'm not familiar
Scotty
with this book.
So Allison had got this when she was in Scotty's line, and I think Connor had recommended this to her, or said that like this was a really good book. And
so see, this is another one where I leave the stream going and buying something.
This.
That's sick.
Wow.
Yeah, Corona's work is insane.
I think Connor was saying this book's kind of like about like being an artist and dealing with depression.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
And then got the I Hate Fairyland one signed.
Perfect.
Boom.
I bet Scotty's line was pretty crazy.
The whole weekend it was wrapped around. So he has like 4 tables, and like it was wrapped around his booth going down the convention wall the entire weekend.
Rick Veitch.
Yeah, Rick Veitch. So I've told you about this book before.
Mm-hmm.
Brat Pack. It's basically kind of like a dissection of like sidekicks and superhero comics.
Right.
And it's very much that I was telling you about, like Batman being a fucking weirdo and having like a 10-year-old boy in his bat cave, you know? Yeah. So
B Paul says I love Jorge Corona. I can't wait for SWAT Cats to get here. Yeah, I'm hoping that's not one of those Kickstarters I backed that takes like a year to get here. Hoping to get it soon.
Incredible stuff though.
Connor says he's been trying to get to Scotty for 2 shows now. Impossible. I had a feeling he would be hard to reach.
And then I got friend of the show, Stand Up Dan. He has his new click track out.
Oh, there you go.
So he's got his new
was he there?
Comic. He actually was. He told me he wasn't going to be there, and on day 2 I looked up and he was just standing in front of me, and I was like, where the hell did you come from?
Stalking you.
Yeah, Connor was not at his table when Dan came by because I was going to introduce him, but yeah, love Dan. Fun stuff.
Zoe says we thought Brett's line or Scotty's line was in Denver was long. Boy, howdy, the one at Heroes was massive. Yeah.
And this is Nor's comic. I was just on him and Frank's Fallon show, A Dead Effort. Recently, I met both of them at ADP Con last year. They're both kayfabers. I can tell you right now that most of this stuff in this comic I cannot show on YouTube.
It's one of those, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it is impossible to take Noir seriously. Like, if you ever met him or like talked to this dude, he is just all gas, no brakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this is his counterpart, his co-host on his show, Frank Fallon's comic. This is very outlaw, underground, super cool.
Nice.
Dude just getting his head blown off. Look at that, dude. Insane stuff. So yeah, shout out to Frank and the guys.
Definitely unique style there.
Yeah, hell of cartoonists, and they're good dudes too. So,
Good
like I said,
stuff.
they just started a podcast called Dead Effort, and I was the last person that was on there. They released it while I was at Heroes Con. So there were like 4 or 5 episodes in. So go check that
Sweet.
out if you haven't seen it yet.
Guy says Larry Hama just told me to come and attend Heroes next year, so I'll most likely make my first appearance there in 2027. Nice.
And then Chris Anderson, other friend of the show, we have him scheduled in July already.
Sweet.
He's going to be doing a Kickstarter around that time. He's like the CEO or founder of Power Pulp, I think. I can't remember, but he's one of the head honchos there. But this is a Mossman bootleg that he put out. So if you're a Masters of the Universe fan,
Yep, that's super cool.
This dude has like 16 Masters of the Universe bootleg comics. So, and they're all awesome. And I told him that Mossman was my favorite. So
there you go.
He gave me a little remark.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Here's the big one.
Jim Ruggs, Weapon X. I actually had ordered this on Amazon. It was sitting in the mailbox when we came back from Heroes, but he was selling this while at the con. Yeah.
You want to see that one again, guy? There you go.
Chris Anderson is his name, guy, and like I said, this dude has stupid amounts of Masters of the Universe bootlegs. There's his QR code if you want to scan that.
There you go.
There you go. And then Jim Ruggs' dissection of Weapon X. That's literally what this is. He kind of talks about the making of it.
Guy says he needs that Mossman one.
Yeah, dude, it's incredible.
I need this too. I need to get this.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I think I paid like $10 for it, $15 for it. It's not super expensive. So, and then this was the new zine that Jim Rugg released while at the con. These are all the covers that he did for the Blood Squad 7 book.
Oh, cool.
So got that signed there.
Blood Squad 7, that takes me back.
Yeah. But just Jim Rugg goodness. Like, I think my favorite stuff, dude, look at that.
Yep.
I think my favorite stuff that he does is like his ballpoint drawings. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Super cool.
Jesus. And then this is the last thing that I have in my stack. It looks
Here we
like.
go, just with 2 minutes to spare.
And then I got my Savage Street Vigilante Jim Rugg cover signed by Jim Rugg.
Nice.
There we go. And I asked him, I was like, how many of these have you been handed of these? And he's like, this is the first time and probably only time.
Our buddy Saboteur Comics wants to know, is that Blood Squad 7 a real book? I need to grab one.
Yes. So who put that out? I can't remember.
It was under Image.
Joe Casey and Paul Fry.
Yeah, Joe Casey, yeah.
Yeah. So these were all the covers for it, and this is Jim Rugg's zine. So this is like all of his covers, and then it has like his process and stuff in here too.
Yep.
So anytime you get a Jim Rugg zine, you get your money's worth because the dude puts a lot of effort into them. So
yeah, 100%.
But yeah, brother, that's all I have. So if you want to take me off stage, I
Yep.
can flip the camera back around so we can wrap up here.
Yep, here we go. Throwing you backstage. Everybody, as we wrap up here, make sure that you ask any more questions you have about Sam's experience at Heroes. Sounds like an amazing con. Definitely jealous and was excited to see everything he had here. All right, brother. So Squid Marks says, nice haul. Michael says, yeah, that Jim Rugg book looks cool too. Yeah, too much cool stuff. It's one of those where I'm going to get off here and go searching for some stuff again. Looks like Dan Goodwin's got to take off. We'll see you on here next week, Mr. Dan Goodwin. Guys, make sure you tune in next week. We're going to have Dan on here as our guest, and it's going to be a great time. Sam, anything else before we sign off?
Really, the only thing that I have right away is that because next week White Line Deadline Part 2 is only going to have like 1 day left on it. So
yeah, and Rick James came back from the dead to let everybody know that they should go back it. So
yeah, Rick James is back, and
get
Fred
it
Durst
done.
is on Good Morning America promoting my book. So it's like, guys, like Fred Durst backed my book.
Which
Like, come on.
version of Fred Durst though? The new silver-haired Santa version, or the
Fred Durst circa 2000 is
Okay,
the best
good.
Fred Durst.
That's the one I'm gonna listen to. Oh, okay, so Brandon Paul says he had to step away, not sure if anyone asked, but got any more shows planned here coming up, Sam?
I mean, I'll be at IC3 in Providence. I'm not gonna be at the one in Jacksonville, and then there is something planned for Eddie's birthday next month in Pittsburgh. I'll probably be there for that too. So,
Nice. And Max Underwood says Heroes was killer. Can't wait to see you next year, hopefully. And he says, yeah, for 2026, I mean. And our buddy Guy is going to be at Joe Fest coming up. He'll be at booth 129. Something free if they mention the Uncanny Artman. There you go. Awesome, Guy. Well, I have one thing I want to show that I picked up at Washington SummerCon this past weekend.
yeah.
We'll see here. Let me give myself the full screen. I remember, Sam, I said I was staying away from getting figures and stuff. I changed my mind.
Good.
I had to recapture something from my childhood.
Oh, Voltron, huh?
This is actually more rare. This is the knockoff that collectors it actually goes for more than original Voltron. It's Go Lion, and it came with the original box and everything. It's die cast metal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to recapture a piece of my childhood, because all I have left from my original Voltron is the sword. And this one just happened. That's the only thing missing from it's the sword. So it was like it was meant to be.
Well, if you can send me like a picture of it, I can 3D print you one.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that'd be great, man. I'll definitely do that. Oh, okay. Saboteur knows. Says, oh man, I remember that. Brandon Paul says sick. And Brandon says he had one of the giant Voltron Shogun Warrior toys. Yeah. Oh, see. Guy says poor Voltron's wife. He never lasts for more than a minute for one shot. Oh man, Guy. Keep your spread eagles out of here, Guy. You're making Bristol Bros even more dirty than it already is, okay? Awesome, Sam. Well, that was fun, man. Everybody, make sure you go out back White Line Deadline Part 2. Let's get it to 125%. I say that's a good goal.
Yeah, I mean, usually the last 48 hours is like the big boost. Like, honestly, just judging off past Kickstarters, it's like the first 2 days, if not the first week, you get some movement, and then after that, it's just dead in the water. And the last 2 days, you get
you get your procrastinators in there, right?
Yeah.
And that's the link right there, guys. I'm sure Sam throw it in the chat too, just in case. And I want to encourage everybody to check out Sam's Patreon, because he does a lot of behind the scenes access and things for his upcoming projects. Kind of hear it before anybody else and get the previews and everything. Also check out my Patreon, given the episodes, each week's episode 48 hours early on there. This week we had Yevgeny back. Next week is going to be a cool one with Tom Martin. So make sure you check that out. Get on the Patreon, only $5 a month. Hang out with us every Tuesday, guys. Make sure, tune in. Sam, you have a great night, buddy. Take care. Thanks, everybody who stopped by. Peace out. Hit them with it, Sam.
Bye.